Hello. I think we need more light. There we go. That's kind of better. Hello to the three of you watching at home. Oh, this Majin. Thank you for the bits. Wait, the alert worked. I don't even know what kind of fucking sound it made, but there we go. The alert works. Nice. That's something at least. So, ciao Majin, thanks for the bits. I should have put my webcam a little bit better, but there we go. Hello to Cressel as well. Hello, let me do this. Come on. Stay. No, stay. Stay. Okay. Great. There we go. My headphones are tangled, but you know what? I'm not gonna bother touching them. Okay. Yes, I have Majin. I think, I mean, fairly recently as well. I played both of them. It was a couple months ago, 3 months ago. Not a lot of time ago. They were both pretty terrible, to be honest. I can't even tell you which one was worse. I don't know. I mean, there's something. Yeah, sorry. There's something. The screwdriver. Yes. From my reaction, I think you. Fuck. I hate that shit. I hated it. Okay. The thing that fascinated me about Guilty is that it felt. I mean, it was written by the same people as the previous game, the same company. As far as I know, you know, all the writers, everyone else came back. The game feels like somebody held a gun to their head and told them, you gotta make that sequel. Maybe that's what happened, I don't know. But it was absolutely terrible. I really didn't... all the characters were barely there. Like the reference from the you know, the reference to the single game were... To the previous game were barely conceived. They didn't make any sense. Yeah. I mean, the screwdriver was just, you know, the part of the whole thing. But everything else just didn't really make any sense in that game. I don't know why they made it. All I can say is, I guess because Innocent Until Cut was sold well. That's it. But why do you want to ruin your own characters or your own franchise? If you want to call it a franchise? Who knows? Anyway. I wanted to do the other adventure that Worlds of Rogue except freezing away. It does a bit. The Poor Undertaker. The other adventure game that yep, that's the Andy. The other adventure game that Worlds of Rogue Dark Convergence. Do we want to play Dark Convergence a bit? Let's take a look. Let's take a look how it is. No, I don't want to play Grandpa. The maze made me change my mind really quickly. I wanted to play it again. I mean, I was thinking about it today. I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe tonight I will play Grandpa. Then I remembered, oh no, there's a maze coming up. No, I don't want to play that. I hate mazes, especially in games I don't even want to play it in the first place. So let's take a look at Convergence. Let's see how it is. Rama, I have a copy of Rama. I bought it for like 10 euros, many years ago. Did I play it? I think I played it. but that's all I can tell you. It was very confusing. But then again, I was like 19 years old. I don't know. I was a doofus. I mean, I'm still a doofus, but I was more of a doofus than I am today. Let's put it like this. Okay, Rama. I don't think it's bad, Rama. It's just you have to spend a lot of time with it to try and understand exactly what's happening. The interface also seems a little, you know, you loaned yours to a friend in college about 25 years ago. Okay, it's yes, that's the thing. That's what I mean. You have to spend time with it. You really wanna play Rama. I don't think I'm one person who wants to play Rama. Not a particular. Yeah, that too. So yeah, you probably won't see me play Rama anytime soon, but stranger things have happened, so you know, it might happen. If we get to 50 subscribers, I will play Rama. No, we will never get to 50 subscribers, but definitely not, definitely not for Rama. Nobody cares. Okay, so let's take a look at convergence. Dark Sea Final. I guess dark. Is that a phone ringing? To register that, send $10. Yes, I will send them. I will send $10 to Illinois right away. To Waukegan. Waukegan? It's unsettling. Yes. When you will receive the sequel. But when you register, sorry, Dark Convergence 2, the hideous what? Trigoli? Is that an Italian pasta? What the heck is a Trigoli? It sounds like rigatoni. Trigoli. I like Trigoli with meatballs. After, okay, let me bring back them. I don't think we'll have Edrofie. I don't think we'll have more music, so let me bring back the music. Pentagram Shapes Pasta. That sounds pretty satanic. I like it. So after another weary Friday, you and your co-workers Lisa and David head out to the country in your blue station wagon. That sounds like Evil Dead. An air of strangeness falls upon the night. You drive, trying to ignore the feelings of dark foreboding. The road stretches endlessly while your car makes its way to the hotel. Okay, up the road a car speeds in your direction. The car looms closer and closer. With few yards to go, the car swerves into your lane. Its lights shine blindingly. You turn the car sharply to the left, hoping to avoid the inevitable. The sound of compressing metal resounds deafeningly. Smoke wakens you. Your car hit a tree at the side of the road. The other car is nowhere to be seen. With David hurt, Lisa in shock, you brave the night in search of help. Okay, that was decently written, at least. That was... Okay, now all my optimism has gone out the way. Okay, so I guess it's a... Look at the car. The car is an open surgery. The engine is badly damaged. All the wheels are gone flat. The doors are locked. You don't think there's anything of importance? In the crumpled auto, David lays in the backside bleeding. Can we talk to David? It does not reply. Okay. Alright, then I will head out. 65. Look at sign. It's an on-speed limit sign, unable to be moved. Why would I want it to move? Look at rock. It is a weather-beaten rock, too awkward to carry around. I don't think awkwardness is the problem. It's the fact that it's twice as big as my feet would be a bit of a problem. There's a creaky old house. The house seems a little small. I don't know. You need a meteorological accepted. I mean, it's a famous actor, so it doesn't need to be more accepted than it is. That was a lousy joke, but that's all I got. Okay, I think we got some problems with perspective here. Either the house is very small or I am very big. So can we examine? Can we get some... look. Cobweb's hand everywhere in the dark. Hang, maybe, of the hallway. Weevils have eaten away the torn rug. There is a stairway to the right and a room to the left. Ah, okay, so that door doesn't exist. Okay, fine. For a second, I thought that was a picture of the a picture of a table. Actually, I'm not sure that it isn't. You're in the living room of the decrepit house. The house looks like it may have been deserted and recently taken occupancy. Why? There's an old couch and a broken grandfather clock. To the right in the dining area lies another room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got gore. It's a 70 house with a knocked through dining room wall. Grew up in one of them. Ah, I see. I mean, the way it was made in the game, it looked like it was a picture of of a kitchen. That's no kitchen, it's just a picture. Look at body. You try not to breathe as you search the blood smeared body. In his overalls, you see a key. Oh, nice. Take key. Get the key. Okay. Look at room. Your command is not understood. Look. Smell of blood and rotting flesh accosts your senses as you enter the kitchen. A man with his head chewed off sits slumped by the cabinets. One is his arms lays nearby. A refrigerator is in the corner. Open fridge. Do you understand fridge? No. God forbid. Open refrigerator. The refrigerator is empty and operating. Okay. Take arm. We're gonna do this again. We did this in Rex Nebular. Perfect. But okay, he suddenly decided to move. No, I'm armed. Okay, let's go up the stairs. But okay, so the stairs are this way. Okay, the perspective in this place, it's a mess. You're on the second floor. There are two doors and a hole in the ceiling. What a hole! The door at the far end of the hallway is covered by what is not a heavy object. Doors, table, X cover the entryway. Okay, so I guess it's barred. So open door. Whoop. What was that? What was that noise? You're in the steps. There's a new bed with a sheet on it. There is a dresser in the corner of the room. From downstairs, a cacophony of noises arise. The sound of noiseless creatures entering and rummaging through the house. You may have a matter of sec. Jesus Christ! No! No. Close door. Okay. Move. No. Move. Dresser. Move it. Move. Stop. You. Move the dresser in front of door. You slide the dresser in front of the door. Yes! Just as you move into place, the hinges behind and back of a number of masters press their weight against the door, fueled by the smell of your warm flesh. You have a few more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna take the sheet. Jesus Christ! Your blunderings in the room. I didn't blunder, I was trying to take the sheet. Your death is pain and horrible. Your organs decorate the room's interior. Jesus Christ. What happened there? I wanted to see what happened. Oh, okay, there we Wait, what is that thing? But it looks so friendly though. Look at the face. Look at the face of that brown thing. It looks very friendly. Okay, I'm gonna restart. Hey, that looks like an artwork, yes. Jesus Christ. You can't do anything in this game. So I guess yeah, I can say how can I save? How do you? Nope. No. Yeah, the game is arcading. I'm not gonna go to the right because we know what happens. It's three blind mice. Can we do save? Yes. Oh. Move dresser in front. But I did the same thing. 3 mice, 1 headless guy. Probably more than one. Is this a Hugo engine? Hello, Ribbons. I believe it is. I think it is. Let's save again. Can we get the chair? No, we can't get no. God forbid. No, don't go down. Don't go down this. It definitely looks very similar to Hugo, which actually I haven't played yet. I should get around to it. So close door. So I have to do move dresser, and then he has to ask me where, and then I can do it. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. So let's see what the game wants now. So get sheet. No. So do I have to get... Move dresser. Move dresser in front of door. Open window? I mean, you cannot fucking do anything here. I mean, it says you may have a few more minutes. This is not minutes, this is 5 seconds. Okay, let's see if I have more time here. So, look, window. Close door. Move dresser. Go dresser in front of door. Let me see if there's a walkthrough. I'm gonna guess no. Oh, there's a full playthrough, so maybe... You can take your shoes off or something. Can you be quiet for a second? There was a beetle that I had to grab. What? There's a bottle. There's a lot of shit that I completely forgot to take. Stupid me. I thought... Okay, let me... So, move dresser in front of door. Okay. Look under bed. There is a hammer. Okay. So, I guess... Look under bed. Get hammer. Get hammered. What if there's a zombie? Is that a reference? So then I have to do tie sheet to the bed. So everything else doesn't work. Tie sheet to the bed. To bed, not to the bed. Okay. Jesus, this game is being very obtuse. Okay, so let me grab the stuff that I forgot. So, lift rock. You lift the rock to discover a myriad of bugs and worms writhing in the mud. Most squirm away from the moonlight. One creature remains, a small orange beetle with a neon blue triangle on its back. Oh, that's the emergency bug. If you have an accident with your car, you put the... Get beetle. Oh. Okay, so look under sofa. Your command is understood. Hello, words. Look what I'm playing. You should subscribe just for this. Look under... I once coach. Tough. What fucking word does it want? Couch. You look under an empty medicine bag. Get bottle. You get the bottle. Good. What else? Yeah, couch. I was so taken in. So, what else do we have to take? Get the arm. I think that's it. Okay. Let's see the exact things I have to do not to die in that fucking room. Get arm. Look. I know I can say. Look at body. Examine body. Get key. Save paw. So, going up, open door, bloop. Close door, move dresser in front of door, look under bed, get hammer, die sheet to bed. Then what? Climb down. There we go. Okay. I hope there's a maze. You're in the dark ravine. Load some trees? I never heard of a tree being described as loathsome. Hang to the right and left. A sickly stream runs down the middle of the abode. Down the way, a strange light emanates. So apparently, somebody proofread the intro and then they gave up. From a cylindrical stone structure. What? You're at the end of the ravine. A large stone column stands here. A strange beam of light shines down through it. Orange light pulses within the structure. Odd buttons of strange laddering and peculiar lever are on the surface of the structure. Pull lever. You pull the lever, nothing happens. Now it seems stuck. Fuck. You have to eat the beetle? That came out a bit out of nowhere, but okay, so we got... Sorry, I skipped the text. So it says now that letters are glowing in orange. So we got push the letters. No. Look. Push buttons. Push orange buttons. Your present how many nights begins within the strange object in front of you. Okay. Now we have to pull the lever. Lever is already down. Fuck. Push the lever. You come as a... It's not already down, it's up! Go down. And now I think it hasn't worked. Oh, why does this character walk like this? I think I fucked it up. It's fine? Okay. What was this? Jesus Christ! What the fuck is this? As the path continues, a horrid sight accosts your vision. I really like the word accosts. It's the second time. A bizarre creature not of this earth stands eyeing you with so many ocular units. The ocular units. Green saliva pours from its gaping mouth. Talk to beast. It does not reply. Say hi. What do I have in my inventory? Nothing. Ah, the arm, okay. Throw arm. You throw a piece of flesh that was once an arm into the forest. The only creature follows it. Nice. Isn't ocular the face where... I think it is. Open door. You open the door with the key you found on the person in the kitchen. Sure. That makes perfect sense. And I guess we'll have to look under the table again. You're in the shed. There doesn't seem to be much interest here. From outside you can hear a known monstrosity in the call away again. There's nothing odd about the area here as the space converge on something. It's like a dark convergence. Yep. Cool. Close door. Close and lock the door. Perfect. Examine floor. Wait, they feast on your troubled organs? Why? Why are my organs troubled? They were afraid? So, okay, oh no. I love the text in this game is amazing. Troubled organs. You didn't hit the break. No, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so let me redo that thing again. Now we're gonna do it right. The convergence. I'm gonna converge the right way. Also, converge are a pretty nice band. So I'm gonna eat the beetle. Then push orange buttons. Pull lever. Sorry, I troubled organs. I think troubled organs was one of the sicknesses in Tem Hospital. So, a strange feeling overcomes you. Sorry, a feeling that reality has been altered. A new dark forces. The don't quote much better games beyond nature have been added to this world. The new dark forces beyond nature have been added. Like a recipe, like a pie, like a pizza pie. Okay, this is pretty short, so I guess we can finish the first chapter. Throw arm. Perfect. Now we're gonna save. An evil equation. Yes, there's a lot of addition. Open door. Yes. Close door. So I guess the only thing I pull up floor. The floor can be pulled up with just use hammer to pull up floor. You pry up the panels to see curious orange light coming from a strange corridor underneath you. Go down hole. Of course. I knew he wasn't gonna lie. I knew my troubled organs were too much. Yeah, shut up. Open door. Close door. Use hammer to pull up floor. I'm gonna die. No, okay. So what do I have to say here? Exactly. This reminds me of the Italian adventures. Climb down. Okay, climb down. We climb down the hole to the strange reality. The strange reality. Okay. Okay. The heck is this? In the orange corridors, you see a strange sight. Pieces of a person are lying around with tubes of orange fluid being pumped to the appendages. A large glass container supplies the fluid to the disassembled body. The head laughs and says, "A good orange day to you?" I see Wozy is enjoying this. The bizarre enigma continues. The bizarre enigma? Welcome to the Orange Maze, a place you, the orange one, will never escape. Wait, I am the orange one? They're pumping the man for... Yes, it's the Fanta... It's the Fanta convergence. The orange... Okay, let me try to read this. Welcome to the Orange Maze, a place you, the orange one, will never escape. Okay. The orange-ish will set you free. You must let the orange enter your mind, then create your newly found orange soul. Ha ha ha! Orange! The effect of the situation makes you unable to continue. To continue doing what? Listening? Ah, that is the head, by the way. I didn't see the head. To talk to head. It does not reply. Talk to man. No. I want to talk to the man. I don't know. It seems stream seems fine over here. Well, what's happening? Jesus Christ! What? Do you see me now? Blink if you see me, if you hear me. I don't know. Okay. Perfect. It's strange because I could read your messages on the chat. So so it's like you were down and I was still streaming. Okay, whatever. Anyway, thought the Muslims made of YouTube. Okay. Sorry, yeah, well, I was... okay, so, we're gonna break the container with the hammer. Break container with hammer. Glass flies everywhere as you smash the container. The equilibrium of pressures causes air to be sucked into the tubes. The orange man screams and screams. Ah! Ah! There's still a little fruit left in the container. The man is silent and your head clears. You may continue. Ah, so the problem was that he was talking too much. We couldn't continue if the orange man kept talking. Okay, sure. Let's continue. Who's this? You're at the end of the corridor. A young woman with scientist garb sits with a dazed look in her eyes. Talk to woman. She does not respond. Touch woman. No. What? Examine woman. Examine. Your eyes seems to focus on body like limbs. She doesn't seem to waver in person. She's wearing a lab coat with many pockets. I guess we examine the pockets. You see a syringe in her lab coat. Get the syringe. And now what? Would she like some fun? I'm pretty sure she will. I think we have to feed her some Fanta. Okay, so let's let's get the fluid. Get fluid with syringe. Perfect. Now we're gonna inject some Fanta into her. Inject woman with syringe. No. You use. Get fluid with jar? What jar? Wait. I don't have a jar. In my ideal world, the whole game will actually be guerrilla marketed by Fanta. That would be amazing. Get the jar? You can get that. Where's the jar? Did I miss something? Fuck. Okay, let me see what I can...
With my last breath, I curse you, Belmont. We'll see each other again. Very soon.
Okay, let's see how far I can get. So... there we go. A stranger appearing on guard stands firmly in the orange corridor. Does not appear will let you pass. It does not even seem to care. But I'm gonna save again. It doesn't even kill. Okay. Stab guard with syringe. Inject the guard and he runs away screaming madly. Ah! We're almost at the end. I think. Wow. You encounter 3 bodies hung upside down, completely wrapped from head to toe. There was something else though. Look, you have reached a dead end. A large eye looms above you. It stares you every moment. It's not above me. It's at my level. Examine eye. It's a large eye, a single entity of itself, rather than a part of something bigger. A single entity of itself. I mean, I think we're all single entities of ourselves, but let's not get philosophical. It does not seem to be harmful, except to your mental health in any way. Oh, it's like Twitch. It's on the eye level. Nice. It's on my eye. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. So we're gonna ignore it, I guess. Oh, the end section of Beneath a Steel Sky. I have to say I didn't get that far, I think, so I don't remember it. Semi-embodied. By the contours of the body, they seem to be human, but sex is unknown. They're securely tied to a wooden structure. That remarks about sex was kind of strange, but sure. You see a grandfather clock down the hall, which continues both to the right and left. Turn hands to midnight. Turn hands to midnight. Well, this is very specific stuff. You turn the hands to the midnight and a strange shiver goes down your spine. Fanta definitely had to license this game. Okay, I guess we're going through. It's the Twilight Zone. Ah! Stop! Help! Oh, it's Space Invaders now. Oh, I cannot. But perfect change of music. Birds awaken you from unconsciousness. A new day has risen. New day rising. The tension removed. I'm sorry. The tension removed from the air tells you the evil that has swept this area crawled back to the abysmal place where it had come. But a dull sense of dread still haunts you. Somewhere in a place that lacks the light. I think we need a comma. Horrors you only glimpsed reign in dismal splendor, casting shadows long and deep. You realize you will never be the same. I think we will never be the same either. You stumble around in the forest, looking about. Eventually you reach the highway, which is strangely deserted. In the distance a car races towards you. Lights flash as it comes closer. The police car stops quickly. Tires screech. Two officers race towards you and drag your body to the ground. Within seconds you are handcuffed and dragged to the squad car. Delirious, you see them. Why are we delirious? It seems that the two bodies mangled beyond recognition were found in a station wagon later found to belong to you. However, your present mental condition, mumbling insanely of things none of this earth, so all of a sudden we went mad, and the sheer strength it would have taken to do what had been done lets you off the hook. The case is closed. You unfortunately are sent to the Apple Orchard Institute for the Mentally Deranged. Good ending. Good ending and locked. So, we're not really off the hook. So, if one is sent to a mental institution, I wouldn't say you're off the hook. The end. Congratulations, Dark Conversion. that was an ending. We can't wait to play the Eidos Trigoli, or rather to eat the Eidos Trigoli. Just $10. Just $10 separates us from the beautiful sequel to Dark Convergence. Okay. Alright, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I don't know if that was pretty fun, but it's definitely pretty funny. I kind of hate the fact that you have to give it very specific instructions or commands. I never liked that. Except for that, it's pretty great. People bought the second game. So we got the whole trilogy online. We have all the 3 games. Dark Convergence. No, there's no 3. No. The second already looks great. Okay, we're gonna play the second one the next time. This game stinks. Perfect, I'm already convinced. Only the second one. Oh. Too bad. Alright, we're gonna play the Aedus Strigoli the next time, which apparently sucks. Which is interesting because this one... it's not really great. But, you know. Okay. Alright, we've had our fill of Fanta. we're filled with Fanta to the brim. I guess it's time from some gender bender. Let's do it. What's on the bonus disc though? But what? Is this the bonus disc? We could play with a roll on MT32. Okay, who cares? I thought that was the game DOS setting. No, it's the bonus disc. Okay, whatever. So we were at the... This is not where we were last time. Okay. What the heck did it load? You have found a dirty text adventure? What is it? So I'm gonna take back the walkthrough in the meantime, because this game is not it's not one of those you want to play without a walkthrough, I think. Okay, let's go to the residential area. Let's see another place. This city is apparently called Machopolis, which again, I guess it ties in with the whole thing about that it was a city made by man for man. I don't know. So resident. Police Pleasure Dome. South maintenance elevator. No, that's residential. Okay, good. Let me see that link. Stiffy through the ages. One of the most enduring characters in interactive fiction is a guy named Stiffy. Stiffy McCain. McCain Stiffy. A misogynistic, notoriously ill-coded 3-room game from 1996 launched an enduring inside joke on possibly the rebel of the has been everywhere from the void of outer space against the city of ancient Rome. It's been parodied, constructed, and even murdered. So it's a series of text adventure game with this guy, with Stiffy McCain. Nice. All right, we already got. As you stare at the statue, your bladder begins to feel distinctly smaller and tighter. You quickly force yourself to look away before a horrible accident happens. I mean, you could use a toilet. Or just piss anywhere. It's a deserted city, nobody cares. The logical city in the distance occupies several city blocks. It's almost as big as the sports arena in Fergant on Umbilica 4. Something tells you we're not gonna see Umbilica 4. I need to play the first game. I guess I will. This is a very nice little apartment. The appeal of the silly lamp in this room escapes you. You imagine them serving better as ballast. I don't know what you mean by silly lamp. Stiffy is a name for an upper-class Victorian girl, I see. It's a very stiffy girl. Cheap, flat, and comfortable cushions beckon invited from the dusty molded plastic chairs. You have to sit down. Silly little lamp adores one of the tables, the rest are bare. Cheap, flat, and comfortable cushions beckon on unintuitingly. I can't even pronounce that. Unintuitingly. From the dusty molded plastic chairs. Blah blah blah. Yes, we know. Well, it's not a fireplace. It's more like an ugly little corner with blinking lights in it. Oh, so it's a fireplace from AliExpress. I see. There's a safe. It looks like a standard wall safe. A small dial and another feature around the door of the safe. You stared at the window for several minutes. Yeah, shut up. Uninviting. Okay, that was why the that word sounded strange, but you know, I just played Dark Convergence, so. These look like the items Bruce is wearing the photograph across the room. You see a tall woman in front of the theater opening now. You're just about to comment on her legs when you realize this must be Bruce. You swallow hard and stare at the floor for a moment. God forbid we have a kind of an attraction for a man. Jesus Christ. You play games from the browser? Nice. Can't wait. Various lamps about the room, as I guess they are. You get it from the origin of the door. Bruce aspired to be a director. Bruce aspired to be a too many things. Look at note. There appears to be a small one with something right. Okay, this might be the combination of the safe. Read. Yep. Aha! Yeah, pretty good. A good idea what this is. Right, left, right, left. This must be direction to somewhere in the city. There's snapshots of Bruce in various outfits of various static events hanging over the walls. Obviously, Bruce just couldn't get enough of himself. Ah, wait. What did he say? A small compact case on the corner of the vanity catches your eye. Okay, so I guess we're taking that. You pick up the compact, blow the dust off, closing the stuff in your pocket. You feel the spring open again. You said the latch must be broken. Keep the compact case anyway. You never know when you need a mirror or a new shade of blush. You never know. Okay, so I guess we go open that safe, right? No, I guess not. I mean, we could open it anyway. Who cares? What did he say? Unlock. You didn't have to read it again. Nice. I like it. The safe door is now hanging open. A small key gleams atop a pile of balance sheets from a company named Buckluster Video. Ho ho, that joke is never gonna get old. The thin door key has the word sludge engraved into it. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, I think we've done all we need to do here. Imagine every time you had to drive your car, it had to scan your dick. That's kind of a bummer. No. Okay, we gotta go to Abdul, apparently. There's a very angry dog. He looks hungry. His high-pitched yapping noises are buzz appealing to your ears of fingers on a chalkboard. Weren't they nails on a chalkboard? Is that a joke? I mean, we got a bone, so we can throw the dog a bone. But first, let me save. Somehow I feel that didn't work. No. What the fuck? Dog sounds like a wah, 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 wah. Now that's a mean little pooch. You shouldn't have gotten so close to him. Okay, let's restore. I don't want to go back and get another bone. So I guess we need to get rid of the dog. So I guess we're throwing this. No. Throw a bone at fence. Okay. So long, sucker. Yeah, that was a pretty good animation. Now you have figured out. This place must have served the kind of vehicles that use rubber tires and ride directly on the road. Why else would there be skid marks and an air hose? These guys must have been into antiques. Oh, we're doing the Back to the Future thing, huh? That will never get old. It's very original. I feel that this many older eggs occupy the trash can. Nothing else of interest catches your eye. Abdul's listing calendar matches yours almost exactly. I mean, we can't even see the naked woman here. It looks like there's a bear on it. Look out for the fan belts and make a mental note. Blah 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 blah. Quarter panel. I like that you can examine almost anything in this game, and like 95% of things are absolutely useless. You're looking for the car, make a mental note. I hate that. Cans of other fluids and lubricants light the walls. Lighting up in here probably not be a good idea. Well, no shit. Yes, thank you for explaining what the danger zone is. The car lift allows the mechanic to work beneath the car standing up. This is convenient for mechanics who are more than a centimeter. Do we need to take the jack? You can't take the jack, and even if you could, you would not know why you're carrying it around with you. What? Why not? What's the problem with the jack? I think I'm still missing something. There's a Jackson. You see a wrench and a tool cement in an open drawer. Okay, we get it. First you verify that the cap is untied. And one time you forgot to do this, you ended up with an empty tube forever attached to the inside of your pocket. The tube is still malleable, so the polycement must still be fresh. Okay. Was something else? No. There's a rear view mirror somewhere that we have to take. Spare ribs. Muffler. Where's the review mirror? I don't see it. Ah, there it is. You desperately need a shave. Okay, the walkthrough said that I had to do something else, but don't understand why I have to do it. So I'm gonna ignore it. I'm sure that's not gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I'm pretty sure that nothing ever happens when you ignore things. Okay, now we need to go back to the laser. Music says our game, but the visual says edgy bullshit. Hello, Shiva. Williams bypass. It's critical that you bypass. Okay, we're gonna see all these locations later. Let's first go back here. You can't skip this? No. No. No, I wanted to skip this, but it's too late. Okay. Imagine having to, like, having no idea what to do and having to travel through this location. I mean, there's like 6 different locations, like 100 times. That would, oof. That wouldn't get old at all. At all. So put compact case on bullseye. No. Put compact case in laser beam. Okay. Just carefully place the compact case on the pedestal on the path of the laser. Mind you to reflect straight up where it burns its way through the ceiling. Yay! We killed a bird. Considering all the back and forth you have to do, you have to wait like 30 seconds to get to each location, sometimes even more. Oof. Okay, now we go back to Bruce. I don't know how to make this more entertaining, I'm sorry. I should have another game that we cut back to when we're traveling through locations, I guess. Like a mini game while you load. The laser beam is extremely dangerous, so better be careful where you walk. So now we're gonna put the review mirror in the laser beam. No. No. Put the review mirror in the beam. No, not on the hole. Not on the wall. On the in the beam. Oh. No. Throw? No. Fuck. Try to look for a video, I'm sorry. Okay, so you could kill the dog in the mechanic. Why would you kill the dog? It doesn't do anything. It disappears. Okay. Do I need it to kill the dog? I don't think that has anything to do with this. Put the rear view mirror on wall. Put no. Let me on living room floor on wall in laser beam. Yeah, you have to put the rear mirror in the laser beam. Why doesn't it work? Maybe because this is advanced or whatever the fuck it is, so I need to do something else. I hate this game. Ah, because you needed to do this to open the safe, but we got the combination already. So we don't need to do this. So I think even the dogger could be skipped. Okay. So I guess this is like maybe the hardest mode. And I'm playing like medium. So so it looks like I'm playing on easy, but okay. Whatever. No. Fine. We don't care. That would have opened a hole in the safe. Who cares? Okay. Drive to the Sandbar restaurant. Sure. We will do it. There we go. Let's see what awaits us at Pauli's Pleasure Dome too. In many adventure games, use digital characters all like that. I think of Darkseid. I should have Harvester. Harvester is one. I mean, I guess, okay, so, no, I guess Harvester is digitized, yes. I mean, it tricks you into thinking it's FMV, but it's really digitized characters. Most of the games from, Phantasmagoria, yes. Most of the games from, fuck, I don't remember the name, let me look. From Access Software. Most of the games from Access Software did this. Hey Yogi, what's up? Comment ça va, les mecs? So if you played Riddle Master Lu, true. Ah, yeah, that's why this was reminding of Riddle Master Lu. Fucking Riddle Master Lu. But even if you look at games like Countdown or even Crime Wave, which isn't even an adventure game, but yeah, like an action game, all the games from Access use this. I think Amazon too, which was played recently by a certain Australian streamer. So did they make this whole city deserted to save on characters? What was the idea here? I mean, I guess it's part of the story, but it's kind of strange that we're looking at completely deserted places. The cash register is the only thing that catches your eye. The cash register is old and decrepit and must not have been a very profitable restaurant. I cannot but think that a few more tables would have helped. I mean, is this Bowser? This is Bowser. The Merlin trophy on the back. The Merlin trophy on the back was made in the room up. Strange sea monster's head near the cash register was rather odd. Okay, you wonder if such a beast could possibly exist. This is Bowser. Nintendo, wake up! Time to get the lawyers out. That also have been attached to the wall of a staple gun. No self-respecting seafood restaurant will without the obligatory fishing rod glued to the wall. But is it glued to the wall or can we take it? We can take it. Grab the fishing rod from the wall, bend it around itself a few times. To tell you that the rod doesn't choose to expand unexpectedly and destroy your pants. Like in grade school? Is that a dirty joke of something? Of some kind? Ugh. I hate that joke. Disgusting joke. So there is a key inside the cash register. Let's see. think there is. You just put a small key. Take the small key. This might come in handy. Quite to slip into your pocket. Good. So we're just moving around random locations and picking up random items. Adventure Gaming 101, friends. Wait, we gotta change the location, but first let's go here. No? If it's not nailed down, yes. Wow, you guys must have been quite a place when there were people here, that is. The lights are still working and doesn't appear to be anyone inside. Can we... No. It's just a tease. I like that they even do go, but no, there's no going. Wow, you give your left pinky to meet the woman who modeled for this statue. I mean, you can only see the legs, but whatever. This appears to be a functional boat that someone hung over the seafood restaurant to give it atmosphere. The cables holding there are attached to something on the upper level of the city. Must have been quite a job hanging there. Loading will be somewhat simpler. You have to find the upper ends of the cables first. Why do we need... so we need to lower this, but why do we need to lower a boat? What are we doing again? Aren't we supposed to find a vase? This is just a bunch of random bullshit that I'm doing. Okay. I mean, I guess it's an adventure game, but at least the first part kind of made sense. I mean, you were captured, you were trying to escape, you know, logic. This, I don't know what we're doing. I'm sure there are other adventures which have digitized characters, but there's way too many of them. Okay, I see what he meant. Okay. Great. I didn't use padlock key to unlock this. Look! The owner said in the correct proportions, but the missing right arm should still manage to keep your interest for several minutes. You suddenly wish you were 50 feet tall. Several minutes? Do you have nothing better to do? Can you unselect the fucking padlock key, man? No. A padlock security control box door closed. The control box is showing signs of an unsecure game, but unfortunately, okay, so we unlock this. Once you remove the lock, the cover of the control box fell off. Being composed mostly of rust, the release of that will come in front of you. This caused the winches to release the grip on the ropes, sending the boat crashing down onto the street below. That's one easy way to lower a boat. Yes, because we needed to lower a boat. For reasons. Also, you know, another one that they use digitized price, it's that Police Quest that was released like 93, 94. That used digitized sprites as well. But both of them. I kind of want to play that too someday. So I think we're done here. Okay, gonna go to Buckluster video. I played a couple of them, I think, but not the ones from the 90s, like the original ones. So I'm kind of curious to see how the ones from the 90s play. To be was lower. Yes, you're right. Goes too fast. It looks like the video store was trying to create an opening night atmosphere. You're more familiar with the kind of video store is only open at night. Of course. Instead to catch your interest, the site continues to catch your interest. Well, why is he constantly horny? The billboard advertised a new hormone supplement. The men who live there must have wanted to be extremely male. Geiger's turbo toilet? An interesting aroma emanates from the portable toilet. It's a safe bet and no one's cleaned or emptied in a century or so. I'm sorry, but if you haven't cleaned or emptied a toilet in a lot of years, doesn't it like disappear by itself? Doesn't like poop deteriorate or something? I mean, it's organic, so. Okay. You can see a few of the headlines on the newspaper. Woman believed working on biologic weapons. Is that biological weapons? Defense Council concerned, and new residential section will be powered up today. Okay, so we can use the door key. Key, door, key. Let's give it a whirl. I wonder if Danny X created videos. What else? You grew up watching Harpo, Groucho, and Carl. Because it's the Marx brothers, so Karl Marx. Lazy fucking jokes. There's no question about it, that's gotta be the ugliest kid you ever seen. Sure. Too bad you're not a player anymore. Yeah. Civilization the movie. You wonder if the movie could possibly be as good as the game. It seems famous story come from far and wide over the footprints immortalized in cement. Something in the back of your mind tells you it's not an original idea. The only name you recognize here is Bruce's. It looks like he was wearing high heels. Lord. The model on the counter is playing some new release, which I find interesting because it's complete lack of sex and violence. The model hanging from the shelf is playing a horror video called The Return of Slashy. You're not interested in watching this film? Ah, Dr. Slashy. Okay, so the game is making a sort of reference to itself. Nice. I like it. Okay. You grab the answers of the base unit. Okay. Shit takes a long time to turn into soil. I see. I wanted to make a joke with some politicians, but you know what? You make your favorite joke. Use your most hated politicians and make the joke you want. I'm giving you a free joke. A free joke card. A free joke card. You have decided not to stray too far from the car. Getting lost in the city will not be any fun. Okay, but why that? Why then is there a fucking go button? There's somebody. This could hold a larger appliance for shipping or mid-sized person for sleeping. All sorts of chairs have been dumped here. This is like your bedroom on the pig. Yes. Large vertical support for yeah, no shit. The man in the alley seems extremely nervous in your presence. It looks as though he hasn't taken a bath in a year or two, but just like us then. You don't know what the native lifespan is, but it looks ancient. He's wearing some kind of personal stereo. Hi there. Who are you? I'm Herman Spilt Milk. Who are you? Is this a reference to Monkey Island? Please, no. Don't let this be a reference to Monkey Island. I'm Rex Nebular, space adventurer and cool guy. Space adventurer, huh? So you're not from around here. Good, I thought you might have been one of them strange women. What are you doing here? I'm hiding from them evil women. Why aren't there any women around here? There's a lot of anti-female security system from the war still working here. It's not safe for them in the city. Can a woman just use a gender bender thing? They almost never use that thing coming here. They hate being men so much that they sooner leave this entire city alone than be men, even for a few hours. They try to make a commentary here. I don't even get it. It's so stupid. War? What war are you talking about? The Navic is giving me a lesson in how to decompose shit. Evil Mask decomposes best in wet soil. Okay. Evil Mask also I called it. Nice. And speaking of the Great Gender War, almost 100 years ago the sexes of this planet went to war. It was horrible. I was barely a teenager when it ended. I guess the women won. How did they do it? Well, the men perfected the physical science, the women working on biological stuff. They developed a virus that will kill off all the men on the planet. Worked too. Of course, it also fixed them women so that they can conceal male children. Now they really need a gender bender to keep the race going. What does the city have to do with all of this? I'm sorry, there's a clear hole in the plot here. This is Metropolis, the city of men. It was built a few years into the war as a safe place for male non-combatants to live. Of course, it didn't help much in the end. Okay, so women can build a tool that lets them modify their gender, but they cannot like fertilize eggs and make them change their sex. I mean, you would only need one man in effect. So if you got, you know, sperm from one single man, that would be enough, because then you could fertilize the eggs and then keeps the eggs fertile. Do you know anything about precious vase? Vase? Well, if we're a rare one, it's probably part of Bill Big Fish art collection. He was going on here when we lost the war. He had a pretty decent art collection. When they change gender, they can fertilize it? Yes, apparently not. So they become men, but they kind of have a sex like men. So it's like a sterile man? We know that they have a penis because he complained about the penis disappearing, so they clearly have a penis, but so I guess they're sterile? I think they didn't really think this through. I don't think they cared. It was just they modified genetic to produce only women. No, because they need men. So not even that. I don't. I'm putting too much effort. Okay. I see. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. Man A, women A. What you gonna do? Oh. Okay. So was that correct? Perfect. So what do you do here? I used to walk around and listen to music all day, but my squawk man hasn't worked in a month or two. I used up everybody I could find in this whole city. I miss my music a lot. I get him. How do you get around? Everything's locked. It used to be that everyone in the city had an ID card to let them go places. I lost my whole one, so I had to make one up. Isn't very good, but it works. I think I could borrow that ID card? Get me a battery, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. Where's the governor's collection? The governor lived in the tallest building in the city. His penthouse was the only thing that stuck up above the city rim. I don't think you can get there anymore. The part of the city has fallen apart, but you can fly. I'll try to find you somebody. In order to fertilize, you need any cell of the same species. Okay, so you don't even need a man? Is that what you mean? Walking around the city is a real chore these days. Why? Okay, there we go. Juggle phone cells. Okay, so why would women need? They could just clone themselves, but I guess they have enough technology to build a machine that changes your gender, but they don't have enough technology to even clone themselves, even though we already kind of have that technology. But never mind. Never mind. Cloning wasn't a thing when this game was released. We didn't have Dolly. You remember Dolly the sheep? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Thanks, wait a minute. This here's a 4 battery Squawkman. You only gave me 2 batteries. You take this back and go get more. 2 batteries. Okay. Durafale. Oh, thanks a lot. I got my music back. I'm gonna go teleport back to my other home in the woods. I need fresh air. It's a fake ID, I promise you. It is the best fake ID. It works pretty good around here. Music, great. Oh, he's doing the thing. So he's listening to Michael Jackson, I guess. We need to enjoy the whole animation. He's very happy, and I did it. My way. Okay, so he wasn't listening to Michael Jackson, okay. I guess that was the joke, that he was dancing to My Way. Okay. I don't know what he's gonna do when those batteries run out, but you know what? It's his problem. Okay, now we have to go to the mall. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know if it takes less time or more time. Considering how many of these games did it, I would say less time than drawing it. But that's just an uneducated guess. So an ignorant guess. Sledge Mole. Go. We're almost at the end, not very far. Like I think another 20 minutes maybe. Which is fine. I mean, the game could have been longer, but this whole part is really strange. It almost feels like we're playing something else. Sledge Mall. Someone's running a special internal organs. My troubled organs. On troubled internal organs. I wonder if they were being sold as a prison or as stew meat. Someone's... oh. I wanna joke on this, but no. They're even too lazy to do that. Okay, there's a card slot, so we put the fake ID on the card slot. There we go. So yeah, you had to randomly guess that it was a hermit that had an ID card that you had to use to get into this. This probably serves some purpose during construction of the city. Time, weather have taken a toll of this outcropping, in some cases revealing the reinforcing steel beneath. I mean, it feels like... okay. So it feels like the text wants me to believe the city has been abandoned for like 1,000 years, but looking at the city, this is like 20 years, 30 years. Also, the hermit mentioned the war, so how old could it be? But the text almost makes it seem like, oh, it's been 1,000,000 years or something. That's not how it looks. You're setting about it should be a mental platform, a breathtaking view of the city stretches before you, revealing the bizarre two-level structure. It's entirety. Entire metropolis was the city was not the moment to clean. And also, there's a real lack of sandwiches as well. There you go. Far below, you see the glowing magma which swirls the city. Behind you and beyond the rim of the city, you can see only the ocean. You pause for a moment in awe, this engineering marvel. After which, you take a moment to notice laser beam you skillfully directed, which you didn't even need to do. But I mean, it looks good. Look at bones. A nearly complete humanoid skeleton lies scattered about near the teleporter entrance. There are many recognizable bones. Out buried in the bones is a small laminated card, which we cannot take. Buck naked. Boo! Boo! It's not even a reference to anything. Buck naked? What? He's not a fucking porn star. Always good to have a bone. We're gonna lose the. We have to use the binoculars. Finally, the binoculars are coming back. Yes, I wanted to look at the buildings. No. Maybe this way. Yes, tall building. Look at. There's the vase. There's a Buck Rogers. So Buck. I didn't even think of Buck Rogers. I have to be honest. I mean, it's an out of nowhere thing, so it could be anything. But yeah. Leave Buck Rogers alone. Microprose, don't touch Buck Rogers. You're not worthy. I'm sorry. Buck Rogers used to be one of my favorite games. No, wait. No, wait. We need to do something else first. Disassemble the fishing pole. What? You pop open the case and remove the fishing line cassette. There's a lot of fishing line. Okay, so we're gonna tie one end to the post. Of course I have. I have an old article on my blog about both Countdown to Doomsday and Matrix Cubed. I also interviewed the team. You know, I'm a fucking fan of that shit. If you tie the line to a panel, it's likely to slip off of the top. There is, however, a sharp hook-like protrusion on the upper right corner of the rightmost panel. We could probably tie the line securely to that. Ah, the hook? Okay, sure. Tie it to the... No, that. Tie it to the hook. Skip for that fishing line to the metal hook and toss the fishing line toward the large statue below. Okay. Walk east, then leave. Okay. Also, kind of a tease having a whole location called Sledge Mall, and you can even get into the mall. Let's go to the sandbar. So, this is what we're trying to do. Since we have to get into the uppermost building, you know, the tallest building, we are trying to flood the city. Sure. I guess that works. Okay, tie to boat. Okay. I'm gonna ask a stupid question, but how was the player supposed to know that you were gonna flood the city? I know that hints and tips are not a thing in 90s adventure games, but I guess you were just supposed to wander around and figure that out for yourself. Yeah, we're flooding the city. We're putting the bomb here, and we're Aww, look at it. As you look at the repository thing, the engineer went to the city amazes you. Building a metropolis in a volcano calm below sea level is quite an accomplishment. Something in the water seems to have taken an interest in you. Oh, it's so cute. I want to talk to it. Ah, nice. Okay, so the indicator is even an indication indicative of something indicating something else. Specimen epitaphet? The fuck is that word? So there should be a... There should be something that I'm not seeing. Sorry, I'm just trying to understand what we have to do here. unless it's something that we already have. No. Ah, no, I went to the wrong location. Fuck. We're supposed to go to city security. Okay, I think that the walkthrough got it wrong. Okay, let's go to city security. I see that everyone is loving this game. I'm loving it too. I'm very invested into this random bunch of bullshit that I'm doing. There we go. You feel not so sarcasm? I mean, you have to get angry with the rest of the chat that it's that's disappeared over time. Not me. I'm just trying to get through this. So put ID card. Nuclear slingshot. What? Cool, you saw one of these on display at a Future Weapons Conference. The exhibition was phenomenal. Ever since then, you always want to carry one around in your back pocket. Photon rifles. You're quite familiar with the Lemington OK4. Photon rifle. Signal photons at the target, burning it to a crisp. The water looks stagnant. The bottle hasn't been changed at least 100 years or more. Cabinets are empty. You want to go back to goblins? There must be a better choice, right? Are those the only choices I get? Goblins or this? Someone left behind a couple of detonators. Let's take the detonators. You're gonna attach the detonators to the timer. No. Attach it to the target. No. Never mind. Shut up. Okay, this walkthrough doesn't even mention fucking detonators, so that's great. Okay, I guess I'm switching walkthrough for the third time. Wait, charge cases? A well-made Space Quest fan game? I haven't played even any normal Space Quest. The charge cases were in the underwater complex? Fuck. Okay, is this all we have to get? Yes. Okay, so to go back there, I have to go to the thing and then use the teleporter again. I mean, Words of Rogues. I'm sure you remember what's the name, the number for the teleporter, right? No, that was it. Four, 2, 4, 5. I hope it's correct. For the 4. No, we need to go to the complex though, to the underwater complex, where we were before, where we killed all that people. I mean, we didn't kill them, but you know what I mean. You drink too much tea. That's not good for the stream. Okay, we have the repair list. We have the repair list. I think it's fine. So 3203, I think it is. 3. Oh, 3. Hey, it's not working. Why is it not working? The 100% it makes the stream better. If you share it with the streamer, yes. Well, you're not sharing it, so this is bad tea. I'm sorry. Just bad tea. I also wanted to make some tea for myself, but I forgot. I had to drink this horrifying juice, which sucks. I mean, juice. It's barely a juice. It's fucking water with a taste of fruit. Juice. I wish it was juice. It's not juice. So. How do we go back to the underwater complex? Acid rots my teeth. I mean, not all juices are acid though. I wish I could stop. I'm having doubts. I don't know if I can come back to the underwater complex. So is the game fucked? I got a dead end because I forgot to pick up an item. I hate that cat. Ah, no, okay, that's it, okay. This should be the teleporter, right? No, this one. Okay. So, 3, 2... I'm playing advanced difficulty, which is not even the highest difficulty, we found out. There's maybe 3 puzzles that are different. Maybe. Okay, so where the heck were those charge cases? In the armory. Use the card to enter. I don't even remember what the armory is. No, this was the... Did we ever use the tape? No, I don't think we did. The game doesn't care. We don't care, the game doesn't care. Nobody cares. Do I need to turn back into a woman? I have to do a bunch of shit that I completely forgot. Yeah, I need to turn back into a woman too. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go turn back into Rexa Nebularina. I hate it when I turn into Roberta Williams. Also, I'm thinking too hard about this game, but what kind of sense for the women? I mean, this is a base that's owned by the women, that's ruled by women. Why would they have a scanner that checks if you're a woman? Even if it's a man, it's still a woman, because it's only women. So if it's a man turned into... So they would kill a woman that's turned into a man? But why would they do that? It's still a woman, so she behaves like a woman. She doesn't behave like a man. Again, I'm thinking about this way more than the writers did. It's all Vortec. Yes, they didn't remove because it's fun to be blasted to pieces. Sure, whatever. So the armory is. Yeah, it's this way. There we go. Ouch. You should take a closer look at the door. The wizard is back there and the credit card next to it. Okay, so we're gonna put the security card in the card slot. Great. There's a rat. The rat seems to be watching you. Hello, rat. Bucket of tar. Looks more they must. Gender is my business, and business is good. Okay, take the charging cases. No, don't take the fucking cat. Take the cases. Okay. All right. Okay, that's all we needed to get. Now we have to go into the next room. What's all this trash? Well, was there a trash bin from the 90s? Or maybe even the 80s? I don't know. Okay, so there was clearly an explosion here. Look, a mishap. Hey, this look and smells fresh. It must be what the explosion occurred while you were chatting with Doc/intern. What caused this was potent stuff. So what we need to do here is we need to create an explosive. I completely skipped on this, and probably for good reason. So, we're gonna pick up the vials. carefully pick up the flask. There's another one. There's another one that I cannot find. Ah, there it is. Take formaldehyde. Yeah, saw it, thanks. I needed to take the tape player because you need to know the. I mean, the funny thing is that the tape player did not work, so it doesn't work if you don't pick it up. Classic tape players, right? Also, why is there a tape player in the future? Okay. I'm thinking way too hard about this game. Also, those women have been standing in the bar all the time while their, you know, comrades have been killed, maimed. Nobody cares. This happened like hours ago, and nobody cared. Sure, whatever. Tapers are the best way to serve. Yeah, exactly. All those tapes that are taking up lots of space. You never know when you get the urge to crank up some tunes. I mean, also this definitely looks like a tape player from the future. I mean, all tape players nowadays look like this, and they all have the same guts. I also need to go to the bar. It did look like. Why is it so loud? It did look like the game was too short. So I'm happy that we got. No, I didn't want to talk to the bottle. Talk to the bartender. Take a bottle. Venusian, but you found a bee today in the fridge? What was he doing in the fridge? Sleeping. What's this? What does that say? Chlorotor? I can't read that. Guzzle. You turn the top off, tip your head back up your gullet and reconsider. This is serious alcohol. It can impair your ability to do what you're getting paid to do. We're not doing anything. We're just doing a bunch of shit. The United States used to have important records of money. Yes, I read that. That they got mad because it says all those tapes are taking up space or costing a lot of money to maintain. Like, the fuck, it's a fucking record tape. It's just gonna sit there. It's not gonna do anything. So yes. Put it on servers. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen? Old rot cut? Is that what he said? Is that a reference to something? I mean, I've heard the term old rot cut. I guess it's just a generic term for something that will rot your guts. Okay, so we put the tape. That's on the other side of my inventory. In the tape player. I'm gonna activate it. You hear a feminine, yeah, like Rogue, yes. You hear a feminine voice dictating, entry 21, Project Kablooey, Professor, I'm a pyro. Wow, they really worked out on these jokes, huh? This match we call Lot 7. It's essentially Lot 6. We start by adding a dash of less. Okay, so lash of destiny, drop of alcohol, just a dollop. Another gentle stir or run a splash of. Do we have to write this down? Okay, I guess I'm gonna write this down. So, dash lecithin. Lecithin. Drop alcohol. Dollop Petrox. Splash formaldehyde. Great. Just take a screenshot. I am old, Worlds. I write things down like an old man. Mix the ingredients as on the tape. Oh, so we're just we're just mixing them. I know how to take screenshots, but I like to write things down. I don't think that's how it works. I think we need something else to put those things in, right? They have something? No. This walkthrough sucks. This is the third walkthrough I'm looking at. They all suck. Why can't you write a walkthrough, people? What's the... Ah, in the charge case, yes. It didn't say that in the walkthrough. So, put... What was the first one? Lecithin. So that's the right one. Put lecithin. No. Wrong! You're wrong, my friend. You're wrong. Should be ashamed. Okay, let's see what the walkthrough. So put Petrox in kettle. Okay. Why couldn't the walkthrough said put it in the kettle? But what was the problem? Okay, put lecithin in kettle. So a dash. So that goes up 500 terabytes. You could almost store all the porn that I have saved. Drop of alcohol. What's this music? A dollop of Petrox. And a splash of formaldehyde. Okay. Yeah, my expensive for now what? Fondle the charge cases. Put charge cases in explosives. Perfect. Alright, that's done. Okay, now we can go back to where we were. So, put detonators in charge cases. Bombs. There we go. Perfect. Now we can turn back into normal. And then finally we'll blow up that city. Hello Richard, how are you doing? Yes, I'm very delighted and very engaged. Especially this Roberta Mustaine or Dave Williams transformation. It's very delightful. They blow up the city with rock and roll. I guess only with roll. Yeah, you say that all the time. It wasn't funny the first time, it's not funny now either. Would you say Dark Convergence was better? It was more fun. I have to say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Rex Nebular because, you know. But Dark Convergence was definitely better. Transformation always remind you of Dark Seed. Yeah, the face. I think it's definitely the face. The scared face. The troubled face. So now we need to go back to the teleporter. Of course, I don't remember the. So it was one of those two. 1689 at 3731. Have I read the introduction in the manual? What manual? The Rex Nebular manual or the Darkseid manual? I have tried playing Darkseid 2 on stream. It didn't end well. There's a clip of that, I think. That mirror maze did something to my brain. Yes, that was the right one. No, I haven't read the Darkseid introduction, I have to say. I also spoke with the producer of Darkseid 2, but you only have to do the mirror maze twice. Only twice. Just like in this game, you only have to travel to each location twice, unless you don't know what to do, which is probably the case if you're not playing with a walkthrough. And each time you have to wait for the thing to scan your little pee-pee, then go through this thing, wait for the animation, select. You know what? I want to go to Macho Pros the last time. You can skip. Yeah, I always forget about that. Yes. Which begs the question: did I actually do it more than once? I mean, did I manage to travel to the maze at least once? I don't think so. This game is such with the end animation. Yes. I mean, before we finish the game, we have to go back to Macho Pros at least once. I have to take in all the horrifying jokes that they made at Sierra expenses. I mean, imagine Microprose making jokes at Sierra expenses. How dare you, Microprose? How dare you? You're trying to get a piece of their pie. How dare you make jokes? Make jokes at LucasArts. Why at Sierra? Come on. Made the game without Jaggers, then flew into space and showing the game. Yes. That's basically what happened. It didn't know anything about it. At least not the first one, I think. For the second one, they did kind of different things. They told me he was a very nice guy. Microprose is still alive. I mean, it's not the same guys, obviously, but still alive. The substance Space Quest 4 probably gives them a little bit of leeway. That's also probably true. LucasArts is also dead, in a way. That's probably the most dead of the three. So, SAR offline. You struggled for a minute on the first few letters. I want to remind you to sound out all the words. Then we got the Leisure Street Larry joke. You're surprised to see a polyester suit Peter still around. You dream of starting your own action-packed adventure graphic adventure someday. So they were trying to say that Leisure Suit Larry was an old series. Kinda ironic in 93, but... I mean, I think the Dark World in that game was just because it looked cool. It didn't have to make sense in any way. Less manly. God, I have to play less manly too someday. God, no. Ugh. Also, this pad of paper ever come back? No. In large purple letters, the sign announces the name of the software store. Okay, so I guess when they wrote that description, they didn't know they were gonna make the Macho Bros joke. Huh? I mean, it doesn't even make a ton of sense because the town is named Machoville. So the software house is named after the city in this universe. So it would be like calling, I don't know, a software house from Los Angeles, calling it Angel Software. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Anyway. All the dark ones I said for the dark guards are pretty nice and sociable guys. I mean, but they're still pretty weird in the real world. So no, the real world, the light world. So, you know, they're much nicer in the dark world. Yeah, that's what I was like. Richard, you're the expert. Is this a reference to something that I'm not getting? Nasty Nick takes on the Bronx. I think it's just a generic thing. I don't understand what it. If it's making fun of something, I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking something like Duke Nukem. It kind of looks like it, but yeah, I think it's just again lazy jokes. Like most of the stuff in this game, just lazy stuff. Oh, there we go. Boys, this thing full. Let's see. Freighter Commander with secret cargo mission discs. Kriniktorfsputlandia. Ah, it's Kirandia. Is that Kirandia? What the heck is this joke? What joke is this supposed to be? That Kirandia is a strange word? Oof. F-19-3, yeah. CEO's request. I'm cringing hard. Sim intestine? Come on. Colonels be... yeah. Balance of the checkbook. Ultimate Roman numeral. King's Quest. I think this is King's Quest. Super Scribblate on 8-inch discs. Breast Quest, yeah. Yes, Breast Quest. Desk Mole. Square Bird. An OS2 hint book. I think that's also a reference to Sierra. There must be 2,000 titles in it. Again. They were very lazy with these jokes. Jesus Christ. It looks like if I wrote jokes. Yes, this is again bottom of the barrel jokes, you know, because it was a bargain bin. That's almost a better joke than one they made, and I made it, you know, off the cuff. They read like first draft joke, like you know, let's write a bunch of jokes about Sierra games and whatever. Yeah, put them in. It's fine. People are gonna love it. Okay. So one last thing I wanted to visit before we go do what we're gonna do, which is flood the city. Is I'm gonna wanna go back to Blocklust. What's it called? Blocklust? Blocklust? Blockluster. It's okay. Sierra riff their own stuff better with Steve. Yeah, exactly. Sierra was much better at riffing their own stuff. Microprose, it's not even trying. Wasn't even trying in this one. Also, I was before you came in, Richard. I was listing several plot holes in this game, and the main plot hole is that why do women need men in this universe? They could just clone themselves, and they'll be fine. But the thing is, this game, I think this game was released before cloning was a thing. So in '93, before Dolly, you know, the sheep Dolly and all of that. So yeah, well, I mean, they would just need one man basically. So there's just well, why do they need several men? They could just use one man and freeze and no, okay. So yeah. I mean, I fail to see what the problem here is with the why the women. There's that one Fallout. Why do women hate being men? Also, it's not really clear. Well, why do they hate being men? Also, when women turn into men with the gender bender machine, are they sterile? So they can't. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're sterile. I mean, at one point they said in the game that they're not sterile. So I don't know. It's kind of difficult. You earned it, Richard. I mean, there are more plot holes than gender wars in this, so I don't think anybody really cared about the empty bit. The whole prison, yeah, that too, yes, which is filled with aliens. Which, why would you need aliens? Whatever. I was thinking about this, in that this whole empty city feels like a different game from what came before. It's like they didn't know what characters to make. I mean, why make a whole empty city? It's doesn't. Why? Is it interesting? It's not interesting. Yeah. I don't understand. Do you remember what the story of this game was originally? I'm not sure what you mean by originally. Wait, you mean at the start? Like the vase? Or... Yeah, yes. He comes in and says, yeah, it's all a flashback. So he says, oh, you know what I had to do to get the vase, blah, blah, blah. And yes. We met one dude in the sewer. Yeah. It was in the alley, it wasn't in the sewer. Civilization. Also, this Civilization, the movie, I feel like it could still be a thing. It was a joke, but... yeah, imagine we're just telling the story to this guy. So I was looking at this ad for Civilization, the movie. I went back and forth into this, like, into this 6th location 100 times. Come on, give us some titles, give us some jokes. No. Why would you allow the player to look at things if you're not gonna write anything? Why? I also like that here the game is making a reference to itself. So is it a meta reference if it's referencing itself? Because Slash was the crazy doctor. So there is a movie in this universe with the crazy doctor. Okay. Again, we're thinking too hard about this. Stare a porno video. Oh, finally. Oh. This bit. How did I get stare? So stare doesn't do anything. You can do look, then you... What? I don't get it. It's a common name, yes. Josh Mandel. I mean, so many possibilities to write jokes and they just didn't care. Incredible. Cynics communication, yeah, sure. I mean, each location has like 20 things that you can look at, and most of them are just completely used. Smelly sneaker. They look like someone waited too long before putting his foot in the cement. Phew, he must have had gangrene. Ugh. I mean, look at this joke. Yeah, we already saw this, but I'm gonna see this again. The Marx Brothers. You grew up watching Harpo, Groucho, and Carl. That's the one joke in this room. The other joke is Civilization, the movie. Come on, guys. Jesus Christ. The spotlight illuminates Civilization, the movie. Well, no shit. Can we get the sneaker? Sure, you can think of a better souvenir. I don't. No, Josh is still alive, still alive. Okay. That was even worse than I remembered. There were no jokes to be had, and the few jokes were absolutely horrifying. Okay, let's blow this place up. That's the best thing that we can do, I think, to this place. Okay. If you thought Mean Streets was boring, there you go. Okay, so we're putting the bomb here. But first we need to put the timer module, I think. Put timer module in bombs. There we go. Should not function as a crew time bomb once you activate the timer module. Okay. Set. You find a good place to put it first. Sending the time and then finding a place to put it could be an extremely stressful experience. Sure. Put time bomb. There we go. Carefully place the time bomb on the small ledge in front of the window. You set the timer for 5 minutes, but I get a little nervous when the timer jumps from 4:49 to 4:02. This timer must be a little flaky. You should probably seek safety now. Yes, I will seek safety. Sledge mall. Do it. I mean, this is a pretty short game, so you need to make it last as long as possible. No, I didn't put. I bet all the reviews are gonna be like, oh, I really wish there'd be another. Wow, we really skipped on the animations here, huh? Okay. All right. Okay, so pull on the fishing line. No, Richard would never use sarcasm. No, that's not him at all. Climb into boat. This could be trouble. This is the same beast that expressed an interest in your nutritional value of the viewport in the city. Seems to be trying, so it's a he, to decide if you're an appetizer on an entry. You should probably act with haste. Okay, you want a chicken? Well, that was polite if you use enough on a main course, but it was its own appetizer. Just pretend you didn't do it. This is just... So I am getting a bit worried. Maybe we should use the put the poly cement. No. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm getting a bit worried because I saw something that I didn't like. Let me check. If only there was a way, yes. So I should have another bomb. You're off, Nevik. You're gonna miss the ending if I get to the ending. I do have another bomb. Okay, I didn't see it. Okay. All right. Strange. Okay. Put bomb in chicken. Of course. There we go. In a fit of frustration, you jab a bomb into the chicken. Yes, you're not the proud owner of a chicken bomb. You can wait to light this baby off somewhere and watch the drumsticks fly. Hehe. That's a joke. Maybe. Okay. Great, did you see that? That monster certainly won't be bothering you anymore. You wipe a lymph node from your cheek. Remove a piece of tongue from your seat and sit back down. That was almost good writing game. You almost did it. Good. Good job. Good job. I don't remember if you used the walkthrough for this. Yes, you did. I know it, okay? You did. I'm sure. Being careful not to tip the boat, you reach over and pick up the bottle. Okay, so we're gonna save here because the walkthrough recommends that I do, so I'm gonna trust it. Follow a thing like a holy text when I don't think I have no. I mean, just there's. I mean, I'm not even going to a specific puzzle. The flooding of the city. How would you guess that was what you had to do? All the game says is that you have to reach the highest building. That's it. So you had to guess that you had to build a bomb to flood the city? Oh, fuck. Okay, get out of the boat. No. This must be the governor's penthouse. When one of the 3 windows is open through it, you see a lavishly decorated parlor. Okay. So the walkthrough says just to randomly try all of these and see what happens. So I guess we're gonna do that. Three hand-painted old paintings grace another wall of the room. There appears to be a family resemblance with this gentleman. I do not recognize any of them. There are nameplates beneath each portrait. Yes, can you read them? From left to right they read. Let's wait for the jokes. Sputaceous T. Big Fish, White Pipe Big Fish, and Benjamin Deep Post Big Fish. Those were not even jokes. The devious looks in their eyes convince you that these portraits represent 3 generations of politicians. Ho ho. No tension. No, we don't need any tension. Where we're going, we don't need any tension. Put bottle in. No. Swap the bottle for the vase. Okay, we need to be a little bit more specific. Maybe I need to take the vase. No. Nice security system. The moment you lifted the base off the pedestal, you had a bad accident, including a half dozen laser beams. The good, yeah, the best ending. So we need to how do I swap it? Which verb? Throw? No, get bones. No, not the bones. Throw bottle. Which verb is it? It's put on pedestal. Sure. Okay. Put bottle on pedestal. That's not really Indiana Jones. Just show me that more trauma and comedy than talking. One of them has a cat, so it's immediately better. In this one, you even had to kill a dog. I didn't do that because it's not part of the difficulty that I chose. But yeah, Richard, I was saying, you in this game you had to kill a dog. Don't know if you remember that. I didn't do it, unfortunately, but yeah, it worked. After I've been through, you finally have your hands on Colonel Stone's precious vase. The many possible use for 65,000 Galactors flash through your head. A new ship, Lolita, a lifetime supply of firewood. Lolita, who's Lolita? Is she a woman that needs to be paid? I don't need a porn reference. The game really is really sure that we do, I guess. So we're almost at the end, finally. While this guy is telling this very interesting story to that poor... amount doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, there was a teleporter? Fuck, I didn't see it. Dramatic gripping me. This music has been going on for ever since I started playing. I can't take it anymore. I'm sure if I put the Roland MT32, this would have been way better. A whole different game. There's still like 15 minutes left. Well, why do they feel like it's a bit too much? Okay, sure. All right, teleporter. Putting on a whole different game would have been. I mean, it's my last Microprose adventure, the last one I have left before I play them all, Richard. I have to do the honors. I don't know why, but there we go. Dragon Sphere was better, yes. Definitely better, yeah. For sure. Phantom was very strange. Phantom was very, very strange. 1689. 8493. I don't think that works. I also like that when I spoke with the designer of Phantom, which you might know is the same designer of Darkseid 2, okay, he said that I told him, you know, Phantom is pretty easy as an adventure game compared to the other ones. Oh yes, we were going for an easier game because we wanted you know, all kinds of audience to enjoy it, blah blah blah. Then I said, okay, but then at the end it turns into a complete maze that it's almost impossible to solve if you don't have a walkthrough. And then he said, ah yes, we did the maze because, you know, an adventure game has to have a maze. Well, what else would you need, I guess? You recognize equipment around you has been essential to a small airfield. The radar screen, the anti-grav control panels are dead giveaways. He never did that again. Absolutely never. He never did that again. He definitely did not. The model provides information about the local airspace. You're surprised it's still operating. Wait, if these reasons are correct, then the large ship that shot you down is still up there. You're going to have to get past that ship to get off this planet. Isn't also our ship still like out of order? Out of, you know, it's not working. Local control panel. No. No. Okay, but we made the ultimate reference that we needed. This walkthrough it's completely. I can't understand anything in this walkthrough. Okay. What happened? So you're gonna press pad 2 timer and then start timer. Okay, that's what I did. Then just keep clicking stuff. That's a sign that it's a good adventure game. Yeah, I'm not understanding this either. So make sure pad 2 is on timer, then push the start button. So that's what I did. Wait for the time to run and the ship to land again. It did. Switch pad 2 to remote. Okay, and then walk east. Okay. By the way, Richard, you know the one thing that this game does that I like? This thing. Like the inventory background changes depending on where you are. That's pretty neat. That's probably the one thing that I like. That is cute. Yes, I think this is the only game that does it, but I can be wrong, of course. They must have used this on a massive vision test of spacecraft koalas to give the shot a clean glass and a princess you still have 20/20 vision, despite all of that, you know, manual work. Coconut fails. Get the remote. No, don't. No, I didn't take the launchpad. Take the remote. Okay. Pick up the odd-looking remote control. Sure. Launchpad doesn't appear to be in good shape. In fact, the tree has grown straight through it. This same tree has caused irreparable damage to a small spacecraft. You know, something dangling from the remains of the dead ship's rotting wire harness. I think we just got it. That's a very cute ship. You're confident you can fly the ship? You cannot feel bad for developers on games like this. You just know at some point you will adjust. We have created boredom in the eyes of... There's toilet paper. Oh, look, they're trying to make a joke. Look, it's trying to make a joke. This imitation appears to be working on. They're confident that you can pilot this craft. I mean, you cannot even move. Why would you need toilet paper? Whatever. I'm not gonna argue. Begs questions. Yes, several of them. I don't like this thing. What is this thing? Ah, install target. Okay. Oh shit. Ah, there's another thing that I had to get. Okay. Yeah, it says that a lot. A yawn escapes your mouth. I think that's that's a very fourth wall breaking joke. That's a lot of fourth walls that we're all breaking at the same time. So we need to get this. Thinking that may come in handy, you sleep the shield mode on air. No shit. So get items in one screen, use them in the next. This is just, we're getting tired of this game. We need to finish it. This is just bottom of the barrel, like launchpad is much better ship in the west. Things are grown to it. Blah blah blah. Apparently it was a small animal went into the anti-grav beam when you turned it on. When the timer ran out and the beam turned off, the poor thing came down hard. Hey look, I see its chambered heart. Neat. What? There might have been one some kind of air traffic control tower. It's difficult to determine the original layout of the spaceport since the native vegetation has covered most of it. Okay, everything has been installed. There's a small fracture in the ship's canopy. It may still be airworthy, but you feel nervous taking the ship into a hard vacuum in this condition. Great. You probably die if you come here without turning. Yes, I would think so. I'm gonna put the poly cement on the crack. Duct tape! You squirt a large blob of poly cement into the deepest section of the crack and the cement hardens almost instantly. No jokes here? You're confident that your handiwork will allow you to fly through space without losing cabin pressure. I think the game forgot that it was going to make double entendres and sex jokes at one point. Like at one point in the game, the whole thing just goes away. It's like, okay, who cares? See, Richard, you made a joke that the game couldn't do. Okay. Why not? Yeah, professional. Exactly. These people, I'm not sure. I kind of want to talk with the designer of this, but after talking with the designer of Return to Phantom and coming back and not really satisfied, I don't know if I want to, you know, take that time. Okay. Anyway, activate the remote. It is in fact a throttle, yes. Push the throttle. Pull the throttle. I'm out of here! Yeah, but what went wrong? This is the first Microprose adventure. And the fact that they made 2 more makes me think... Oh, I thought it crashed. Makes me think that this was successful, I guess. This sold well. Okay, we're being treated to a... Dragon Sphere come from... I remember this came first. I might be wrong. Maybe this is the last. Maybe this is the last. Wait. This might be the last. Okay, sorry. I think this might be the last. Yes. Why did I remember this as the first? I mean, it doesn't really make sense now that I think about it. First, we need to do the King's Quest clone. So. I mean, at least Dragon Sphere has a kind of a twist, which I didn't see coming, which is kind of cute. The twist here is that there's no twist. The twist is that we forgot about the... This one came first. I remember correctly, see? So I think it went Rex Nebular, Phantom of the Opera, Return of the Phantom, and Dragon Sphere. I think Return of the Phantom, Dragon Sphere almost came out at the same time, from what I remember. But I'm just... This one, then Phantom. Okay. So Phantom was the last one. Okay. Because the designer told me that this sold very poorly, and that was the reason that they shut the whole thing down after Phantom. That's why I remember that this wasn't. Okay. Avon has 60,000 Galactors. Did he just break the base? What kind of ending was that? The guy didn't even have time to react. So, I mean, by the way, I was saying, since this is, so I guess if this is 92, I guess this sold at least decently, and this told Microprose, so let's make more adventure games, since we're so talented at it. This is the worst of the three. Yeah. Definitely the worst of the three. I mean, I have a hard time saying if this is worse than the Return of the Phantom. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, but I would rather play Return of the Phantom again than this, to be honest. So I don't know. We wanted more and we were given less. Phantom Lisa has a cool setting. Yes, also as Sid Meier as the Phantom, which is an Easter egg that I found out after years that Sid also was actually featured in that game, which is kind of cute. But yeah, that nobody ever figured it out. At least I guess the makeup was good. Sierra's World Adventures like Outcap, yes. What I was saying, that Micro Bros wanted a piece of that pie, but I guess I don't think you can get a piece of the pie if all you do is one sexy lady at the beginning and that's it. Assistant to Mr. Nebula, yeah, sure, of course. I also was thinking to Miss Nebular. What? I also was thinking, I don't think I played this one. I don't remember it at all. I mean, I was sure that I played it like a couple minutes, 20 minutes, but probably not. Colonel Stone's done double. Who is Colonel Stone? You have to ask sexy ladies to be in your game. That's a bit of a problem, yes. Wait, are the credits looping? We don't even get at the end. Are they looping or did they? I'm not even sure if they're looping. No, maybe not. You should interview ladies who were in this game. Good luck finding them. I have a hard time enough finding the people who worked on this. So the main designer who did this, what other games he made? I always like I access game cast list for Split Pajamas with the John C. program Candy Sucks. So Matt Gruson was the main guy. He stopped making games in '95. He was the producer on both games, so yeah, on Dragon Sphere Return of the Phantom, I guess, yeah, made sense. Then he was an executive producer for Once Upon a Forest. Is this thing? Okay. I think this is gonna be a hard guy to find. This epic we heard, yes. Voice acting that we heard at the intro at the beginning, and then that was it. Blood Curly Screams, sure. I mean, Brian Reynolds is a pretty well-known guy. It's the Rise of Nations guy. The quality assurance team all fired. They never did anything else again. Oh, and Civilization, of course, yes. I mean, yeah, Brian Reynolds. So Brian Reynolds, while he was taking a break from Civilization, he did this. Go back to Civilization, Brian. Yeah, Alpha Centauri, exactly. One of my favorite games ever. How long are these credits? Jesus Christ. So wait, there was a comedy consultant for this game? So a guy named Jeff Charlebois was a comedy consultant? He actually has a website about Jeff. Jeff Charlebois is an experienced comedian and writer who performs in college circuits and medical conferences all over the US. Jeff will be performing at a location near you. I hope we can avoid that. I'm sorry. Jeff is in a wheelchair, so I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean to people in a wheelchair, but I don't know what he did here, but no. I mean, this guy's all over the internet. I mean, the comedian who worked on this is much easier to find than the main designer. So, should I talk? You want me finding the credits? No, why are you saying that? Should I talk to the guy who wrote the comedy for Rex Nebular? You know what? I'm gonna write it on my email. I don't think he remembers this at all. Just for a laugh. He's a comedian, so I'm sure he appreciates the laughs. I'm gonna write to him and say, yo, Jeff, you remember writing like 32 years ago that text for a game called Rex Nebular? I'm sure he's gonna appreciate my email, that's for sure. No honest world, meme squash moderated, round to camera disposer. Yeah. Closed caption for the sound card impaired. That's almost the best joke of the whole game. And it's not even a joke. If we had speed, if we get a lot of speed. Are we gonna get a post credits? No. No, we don't have the budget for a post credits. Fuck it. Quotes? What is quotes? Selected quotes from the Rex Nebular Oh god. I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, I think they're copying that. Does room 301 have guard chunks or monster chunks on the floor? Wow, this is so... that's the one you wanna open with. Conveniently, the block chunks flying to the next room. I think he should wet himself. Do you know how embarrassing it is to walk into a store and ask to be shown an Elvis costume? Hey Brian, do you want me to execrete this? Our dear Rex is blown enough. Glenn Schmidt in Demon Code comments. That scream sounds too much like someone is poking him with a cattle prod. Ugh. As far as I'm concerned, Delta is a 4-letter word. We're getting a very nice insight. We get very nice insights into the development of this. Especially with this music, that's absolutely perfect. Okay, I'm gonna look at a couple reviews as I always do. That we're gonna... Can I beat us? Please spare us. Oh god, I just saw something. Jesus Christ, okay. I don't want to get eaten while I'm testing this, but I think he should wet himself. It became pretty shit. Charlie Shanto to Jerry Blair VP upon reading proposed ad copy for Rex. You can't... yeah. No, the Roland sound is definitely working. This is here a dog getting squashed under a car. Yeah. Plenty of laughs were had. Okay, I think I'm gonna skip the quotes. Right, I don't think anybody's gonna cry for this. Also, enough of this music, which was driving me insane. Let's put something a little less... Oh, okay. So, very worryingly, Just Adventure in 2002, so that was a while ago, but still gave this a 91%. And this is the same website that gave, what was it, Daughter of Serpents? Like the lowest rating possible. No. Just Adventure, what were you doing? It's a cute old adventure. The art, of course, is very 92, but there's nothing to criticize in a 92 game. That's nothing to... that's not... Okay. Well, concept, this is a fun game. I found many Rex remarks and object and location description very witty. Huh? Most of the descriptions were... this is a thing. It's boring. I'm gonna yawn. But what are you talking about? Okay. I don't... Guillermo de los B? Okay. They were onto something. Yeah, they were on something. Yeah. Even ignoring the plagiarism thing, that's an absolute 100% NO. So Pellet, which is a Finnish magazine, gave it, the problems are logical. Even so logical that Rex rumbled through a couple of units, the most difficult. The difficulty levels is like the one in Indie. Easy and medium levels are still available for beginners. I am happy with the gaming experience. The plot seemed to drown red thread sometimes and I knew what to do. Playing the sex card was not very much done when the ads in the game cover gave another picture. Okay, so this is badly translated from Finnish, but yeah, it basically says that there was no sex in the game, even though they tried to play it off as a sexy adventure, which is definitely not. It's a fun product, very well made, and with a good ambientation, but there's not a lot of details, obviously. I just got about games that sell the sounds of sexy stuff and then don't bother. Yeah, I kind of agree, especially in the 90s. Like nobody was gonna tell you anything about stuff in the 90s. So, I mean, yes, there was way more sex in the Western Outlaw game, which I played last year. What was it called again? Cross Time Saloon. No, it's not Cross Time. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Freddy Farkas. Thank you, Richard. Yes. That's to content the for the play. Yes, that was the main problem. So, like a stupid Captain Kirk, Rex Nebular embarks on a planet. Blah blah blah. If you're not a feminist and you're not bothered about cliches and stereotypes about sex and the sex wars, you're gonna have a few laughs with Rex Nebular. So this is from 2010, so way more recent. Taking a page from Sierra, Microprose made a premiere adventure that is not particularly inspired, but it's quality. It's I don't 100% agree, but it's kind of fair, I guess. Adventure Gamers in 2007. No, I didn't say Captain Kirk was to be. Said that Rex Nebular is like a stupid Captain Kirk. It's always difficult reviewing these kind of games because people assume you're being prudish and it's very hard to explain. I know it's just very I mean, it is. I mean, again, I was surprised that... why did the music stop? Oh, okay, thanks. I was surprised because, you know, Richard, when you told me about, you know, when I first played it and I summoned you, you were like, oh, this is so I was expecting something a little bit more edgy, but there's barely anything in this. It's like they had a vague idea of something and then they just completely forgot it or not even bothered. So just women are like this, men are like that. Oh, wow, yes. So Adventure Games said the Rex Nebular is a solidly designed and reasonably humorous, if completely unspectacular game. Worth a shot if you feel you've been through all the classics. Do I feel I've been through all of the classics? More or less. I mean, I'm still missing a lot of classics, but sure. Microprose, oh, this is from 2019, very recent. Decided to compose with proved ingredients. A dose of LucasArts, a big bite out of Space Quest, a pinch of Leisure Street, literally just a pinch. I always decided to fight gender wars on the grounds that it's equally stupid to both sides, and the ending is later everyone realized it was done and stopped. Yes, yeah, that was the ending. Yeah, gender wars at least, it's kind of in on the joke, you know. This is this is like we had an idea and then we gave up for some reason. It's not sexy, it's not edgy, it's like just lazy jokes and dumb jokes. Those gamers who can run those games with their system, blah blah blah, can miss around, should grab the game and run across in an online auction. No, I'm not gonna grab it. Larry 7 is both sexy and generally funny with a couple of major overviews. Yes, I remember Larry 7. I was surprised that it's way more sexually charged than a lot of other stuff, especially of the time. But it seems rather well made. I should play Larry 7 someday. I mean, it's kind of risky on Twitch, but then again, I played the Grandpa game, so at this point, lack of boobs because I missed. You want to do it? I don't know what happened. Again, that's why I should ask this guy if I can even find him. After about half of the game, the quality drops a little. The joke rate decreases. Oh, shut up. Joke rate decreases and there's a lot of pointless driving through a dead city. Yep. Whatever it was, the close to the deadline rush or just lack of imagination because of the days that have been used, no idea. In any case, to get into the top rating class, the game has to stay consistent. That's the only thing in which Rex Nebular fails. I wouldn't say it's the only thing, but you're right. Yeah. The Larry reboot a while ago, people were complaining that they didn't have any boobs and sexy stuff, and they were openly, yeah, the women on our team really wanted to do stuff. I remember that too. Jesus. Stream and the Larry 7 attack as well, nobody will say anything. I might try it. I kind of want to play Larry 7. I mean, I've been wanting to play it since it came out. I did play it a bit, but I'll have to replay it. Yeah, I think it has a couple of boobs at most. Like I remember there's what is it? A strip poker part or something, like a strip poker minigame. The one that was in the demo. Yeah, unless you do the Easter egg, yes. As a classic adventure title, Rex Nebular the Commons Agenda displays a high level of craftsmanship in both design and implementation. The story is well done. I discovered. Okay, so maybe I did the Easter egg. Yeah. Main characters are nude. Yeah. So the story is well done. What story are we talking about? The story is guy is crash landed on a planet and then he escapes. That's the story. Okay. The game plot of stealing a priceless vase from an abandoned city got old, as did the overused running gag of the Cozy Gender Bender, automatic sex change machine. There were several cute touches made of the game design, including an additional game disc called with the hint menu. Also see added an additional game disc held with the hint menu, which allowed you to see added scenes never shown before. Wait, what are we talking about? What was it? I kind of want to see the additional disc now. Do we have a? Did someone? So there are death scenes, but yeah, I'm kind of curious about the death scenes as well. Wait, is this the one? Okay, so on the bonus disc, no, there are a lot of deaths. There are like 8-9 deaths. So I'm. Okay, I'll show you this. It doesn't really seem to add anything, but sure, let me show you. So first up, there's a series of the death scenes. So if you go out without the rebreather, then there's a mine. Again, this game is way more mature for the gore than for the sex. Then there's this one. I like that. I like the little decapitation. Then of course the one that I saw, the woman. Straight from Moonstone. I haven't played that. So there's okay. So the others are kind of boring. Also, there's one we saw. So this is just a joke about the different sizes of Rex. So we don't care because it's not funny. Let's see a brief tour of the studio sets instead. Is there anything else? So this was an extra disc included with the hint book, huh? I hope you didn't have to pay extra to get this. Oh, nice! I kind of want to see it. I mean, I played Flight of the Amazon Queen like last month, a couple months ago. Pretty solid. I want to kind of want to take a look at the demo. So they're just adding descriptions. One that was the intro, one that was the nuke thing. I'll have to track down the one with the soundstage. Okay, I guess we didn't see this, so it's kind of extra. Thank you, Richard. Pingwee, pingwee. Yeah, I guess those are extra scenes of sorts. Probably not that interesting. Rex and Rox, gender okay, so Rox is the feminine version. Rotunda, Twinkles, Rox, Rex, Olga, Bog, Zatox. Who's Olga? Thank you. Lieutenant Xena, Og, Slash, Rex, Pyro, Intern, Bud, Guard. Okay, I guess that was it. Then there's just music, which we don't want to hear again. Thank you very much. Okay, that's it. Okay, that wasn't even worth it me showing it to you, but there we go. We saw the extra stuff. Scenes never shown before. Woo! Okay, what did Computer Gaming World have to say? Infrequent appearance of bland dialogue aside, Rex is a solid move into the adventure gaming show about microprose. Rex pays the same attention to detail as the one micropro raves in other products, with an emphasis on impressive graphics and sound. Impressive sound? Okay. Microsoft is far from being an old hand at adventure games. Rex doesn't quite attain the state of adventure in game art as evinced in LucasArts Monkey Island 2 or Original Dawn of Grandeur, but it's close. Microprose can follow up Rex with another Matt's created product that features more challenging puzzle and another solid plot. Another solid plot? I mean, it says it's not quite close to Monkey Island 2. Sierra and LucasArts may find themselves looking over their shoulders more often than they would like. That didn't really come to pass. I'm sorry, Computer Gaming World. That future never happened. Rex Nebular kicks Roger Wilco's ass anytime. Microprose answer to Space Quest. I mean, okay, so I have to be honest. All the time I was playing this, I was thinking of Innocent Until Caught. It has that same quality to it, that same vibe, that same atmosphere of nobody really cared while making this. It's like we had to do it because we had to do it, but nobody really seemed to care. Or Guilty, yes. Guilty is even worse, absolutely. When I played Innocent Until Caught, I didn't think Guilty would be that bad, but yes, Guilty is even worse. Have I played Deponia? No, and I don't think I ever will. It's got something that really puts me off, especially the main character. So I don't know if unless people really want me to play it, but I don't think anybody cares about Deponia. I also do have it, I think, on GOG. I don't know why, but I think I have it. Or maybe not. Do I have it on Steam? Am I making things up? No, I have it. I have Deponia the Complete Journey and Deponia Doomsday. Yes, okay. Which is the fourth one. So what is... Okay. Anyway, I played and enjoyed it while the main character kind of... Yeah, it kind of sucks, yes. I mean, I guess someday I might play. I mean, I like that the game is so cheap that you can get the whole collection for like €4 or something. But yeah. Anyway, so on my to-do list, I have write to the comedic writer of Rex Nebular. I promise I will. I will send him an email if he's still around. Yes, we will do. I will do. And yeah, and okay, I will try to track down the designer, but yeah, that's probably gonna be hard. The last game we worked on has been 30 years ago, so if he still remembers anything about this, I'll be surprised. So I probably have a much easier time getting to talk with Brian Reynolds, but I don't think even Brian Reynolds wants to talk about it. So okay, I prattled on and long enough. That was Rex Nebular. We made it. We finished it. That was the last Microprose adventure game. I'm done with Microprose for adventure games, at least. So as usual, we're gonna be seeing each other, if you want, on Sunday. What am I gonna play on Sunday? As usual, I don't know. The day that I will know is gonna be a strange day for sure, but I'll make something up. You know that there's gonna be some unique stuff happening and unique games and obscure stuff as usual, because that's the name of the game over here on the Temple of Doom. All right. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for Richard for hanging out with me. Thank you to Worlds of Rogue, of course, but not for just suggesting this game. You're very bad. Just thinking. Just kidding. No worries. Thank you to Majin for the bits. I don't know if he's still around, but anyway, bye to him as well. And I'll see you Sunday at 6:30, or was it 6:30? I don't even know my own stream schedule, but you know. You can see it on the schedule. It's already there, so it's fine. I'm sure it's 6. It's 6. Okay. See you Sunday at 6.